do to Bib. I'm telling you, bro, I'm meeting him in the parking lot after.
Burfict was high.
Brother, you can meet him in the parking lot afterward. Well, y'all both play defense. He can't hurt you. If you meet him in the parking lot afterwards, after he already done injured you, gang, you already are in a disadvantage. You're just gonna get beat up.
But he's going out of his way. He's become blatant with his action.
He wound up leading the NFL in tackles this year.
Oh, he hitting these niggas like a super villain, Dr. Doom ass. Hey, he on some difference. It's the juggernaut.
But he also committed 9 personal foul penalties this season.
But we're not in this business to end dudes' careers or take away their livelihood. Vontez Burfict needs to be kicked out of the NFL.
Oh, no, it's just the clip sounds weird when you say we're not here to affect people's livelihoods, and then you say this nigga need to be kicked out of the NFL. Yeah.
But the moment he stepped on a football field, something darker would take over.
Yeah, I'm on that. Yeah, they ain't got a whole lot of aggression. He got it. That's crazy. That statement is also insane. My friend was killed, but they knew not to mess with me. Who you is? The Hulk nigga? They had knives.
I don't really think nobody fucking with me anyway, you know what I'm saying? 24 fucking hundred. I come from that fucking block. I been out that Johnny up and up that cutter. If we cannot get you
Welcome back. We back with another reaction video. Today we're reacting to a Dark Side Sports video. He was so violent, the NFL banned him. Brian Clark? That's probably one of them boys that was on steroids. We gonna get right into it.
The greatest player in
Vontez?
NFL history.
Right there.
Is it Tez? Jesus!
An 8-year career marked by brutality, violence, and
I don't
controversy.
know what Burfict think the next move for him really is, because the next move is probably out of this league.
A career filled
Nigga, his knee was on the ground already. Jesus Christ. That Andrew Luck? No, that Andrew Luck was 84. Who was wearing 84 at the time?
with so much savagery,
Oh my. He just clotheslined the man.
violence, and
I
controversy.
don't know what Burfict think the next move for him really is, because the next move is probably out of this league.
A career filled with so much savagery
Where'd you hit that nigga with a lariat?
and rage. The NFL finally had enough.
He's injured players. He has a long history of personal fouls.
And you could end that young man's career.
Instances like that are so clearly premeditated.
When you see what he attempted to do to Bib, I'm telling you, bro, I'm meeting him in the parking lot after.
Burfict was high.
Brother, you can meet him in the parking lot afterward. Well, y'all both play defense. He can't hurt you. If you meet him in the parking lot afterwards, after he already done injured you, gang, you already are in a disadvantage. You're just gonna get beat up.
On talent, low on attitude.
But you look at Vontez Burfict, you know, sitting there looking at the Steelers sidelines and all that stuff. You act like it's a straight up fight.
Taking a tight end's knee out. He almost killed Antonio Brown right here. But he's going out of his way. He's become blatant with his action.
He wound up leading the NFL in tackles this year.
Oh, he hitting these niggas like a super villain, Dr. Doom ass. Hey, he on some difference. It's the juggernaut.
But he also committed 9 personal foul penalties this season, 6 for unnecessary roughness.
Put him on his side. Put him on his side.
Tez.
I think he's a hard-nosed player. I think his style of game is what he is. I think it's why he knocks himself out half the time.
I think he needs to.
Oh, he had butted that man chest dead on, bro. He could have reset that nigga heart. That Ed Reed. MLG still a player.
Evaluate him, man. Like that. You know, CTE and all that affects you as a football player. You play this violent game, so at some point, guys need to check themselves.
This is Vontez Burfict's rap sheet in the NFL. You don't even need to zoom in. Just know it takes 2 pages to understand the amount of trouble and off-the-field issues this man has had.
Nigga, is a nigga fighting with a boot on or am I tripping?
Burfict's rap sheet in the NFL. You don't even need to zoom in. Just know it takes 2 pages to understand the amount of trouble and off-the-field issues.
Gang, why are you on the field with boot on? Get your ass. Oh, he gonna tear his damn ACL. Boy, your ass stupid. What are you doing? Can't even maneuver with boot on, like.
His hat.
current player the NFL has talked to in the past, has suspended in the past, has fined in the past. The league is at its wit's end with this player.
But we're not in this business to end dudes' careers or take away their livelihood. Vontez Burfict needs to be kicked out of the NFL.
How the fuck? Oh. Nah, it's just the clip sounds weird when you say we're not here to affect people's livelihoods, and then you say this nigga need to be kicked out of the NFL. Now, granted, it probably wasn't contradictory in how he was framing it, but that just sounded hilarious. I'm sorry.
This guy has had a very, very difficult upbringing. He's overcome a lot in his life.
Straight out of Compton, Centennial High School, extremely talented player.
I'm quite sure he's a better person than he displays himself as being on the field.
As a young boy, Vontez Burfict was shy and fearful. Even among family and friends, he would cower behind his mom's legs in fear. Growing up in Southside LA, he was surrounded by violence. The son of gang members and his father, a convicted cocaine dealer, the plague of violence and criminality would haunt his childhood. At the age of 3, Burfict would accidentally set fire to his home, burning it to ashes. When asked who did it, he responded, "The boogeyman."
Nigga, you did it.
At 13, Burfict and his mother would be involved in a brutal car crash that would send their vehicle tumbling down a cliff. When they landed, Burfict smashed the car's glass and pulled his mother out. At 15, one of Burfict's close friends was chased and brutally stabbed by members of a Hispanic gang, stabbing him 13 times, ending his life. This event would make the shy and introspective Burfict even more withdrawn. But the moment he stepped on a football field, something darker would take over.
Yeah, I'm on that. Yeah, they ain't got a whole lot of aggression. He got it. That's crazy. That statement is also insane. My friend was killed, but they knew not to mess with me. Who you is? The Hulk nigga? They had knives.
Now, Vontez, people tell me that you were a very shy, quiet, unassuming young man away from the field, and then the helmet and shoulder pads come on, and it's like we flick a switch, and you're a madman.
Burfict quickly learned to survive. You needed to be feared. His skilled and violent play
the bone crusher,
made him
nigga.
one of the most feared players in the nation. Burfict's mother was even told by parents, asking her to tell her son not to hit their sons so hard.
You tell that nigga drop the ball. No, realistically, as a parent, like, you want me to tell my son not to hit your son? Nigga, they're playing football. Not to hit him so hard, to drop the ball. I bet if you drop the ball, Vontez won't hit your ass. I bet he go pick that ball up and go score that motherfucker.
Advice that was quickly dismissed. By the end of his senior year, Burfict was ranked the #2 linebacker in the nation. But his violent reputation was becoming a problem.
Oh, somebody about to die. Oh, that quarterback's dead. Now, in slow motion, it look like a bang bang, but this in this NFL, it's not even NFL, this high school. But in this NFL, that's probably for the pass round. He about to rock his shit. He just went for your leg.
But his violent reputation was becoming a problem.
Boom, all right, boom. Good. I don't even know what gap that is. Come on. We got through there so fast. Brother, you're a cub. Ted. You just try to break his leg, twin. Ain't no way around it. It's not a good switch, it's a bar. Wait, what switch do you know is a good switch? A light switch, maybe. Every other switch that I've ever been associated with is either harm or something. Either it's your parents tell you to go get the switch, or the YNs with the switch. Either or, it's just bad outcomes.
I've watched and known, not truly personally, but Vontez Burfict since he's been in high school. And if you think it's bad now, go watch his highlight tape from high school. It's like WWE, you know, stuff he was doing to kids in high school. So this is who he is, and it's always been. It's never going to change.
Is that
I'm telling
Alec
you that now.
Pierce?
That's in his personality. That's in his blood. That's in his makeup. That's who he is.
Burfict's first year at ASU would be dominant. A perfect fusion of raw
He's tweaking in ASU. He is tweaking. He is tweaking.
Personality. That's in his blood. That's in his makeup. That's who he is.
Burfict's first year at ASU would be dominant. A perfect
Bro, this nigga tried to do a jump pass. He said, yeah, you get the pass off, bro. You're not landing for a naughty.
fusion of raw aggression and high football IQ.
Why would you went head to head with this nigga?
That's who he
I
is.
would have gave myself up. As soon as I would have felt the money on my leg, I would have gave myself up. I'm not gonna die to this, man. Look at this.
Burfict's first year at ASU would be dominant. A perfect fusion of raw aggression
Bro, you went head to head with a demon.
and high football IQ. That season, he was crowned Pac-10 Defensive Freshman of the Year. But things would soon begin to spiral out of control.
Jesus. Bro, he's trying to take niggas' heads off their body. He can't even decapitate a nigga with a tackle. What is he doing? He's going to hit you with as much force as he can. He's going to punish you for carrying the football against his team for trying to beat him. I told you, drop that motherfucker ball. I told you. I'm going to drop that bitch. I'm gonna like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not dying for this, nigga. No. Somebody trying to murder something.
After Burfict's freshman year, he would become increasingly reckless and violent.
That ball wasn't even catchable. Trying to kill that man.
In just 3 years, Burfict would amass over 22 personal fouls in just 37 games. When losing a game, his rage would become uncontrollable.
Yo, I know he got CTE for sure. Again, not a doctor and can't I know them? Yeah, I understand.
Frequently getting pulled from games and threatened with being benched if he didn't change.
Damn, you just pushed around between.
But Burfict refused to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, I am a shy.
Yeah, bro, he don't have character issues. He is the character that is issued problems. Fuck. This shit crazy all the time. Fuck. He is the issue. His character. What?
But you know, when I put the helmet in the pads, I'm just having aggression to hit somebody.
Like I said, I think he's a good guy.
Bro, see, here's the thing, right? Let's fight all the time. Teammates fight all the time. Is that a rumor? A rumor game? Now, depending on how badly the teammate was injured in the fight, I can see rumors getting spread, but rumor? Who doesn't fight in college, high school? Yeah.
But I will say this. When
I beat him up,
that
simple.
Man in the eyes.
Oh, no, he's wilding out.
Scary dude.
Punished him was crazy. There's too many
After
contests
an
with that
intense
punished him.
practice in which receiver Kevin Ozier allegedly hit Burfict. Burfict became incensed, waiting for Ozier in the locker room, where a heated argument broke out between the two, leading to Ozier pushing Burfict, and Burfict returning the favor with a shot to the temple.
Yeah, I'm gonna rock your ass.
His reckless on-field
pushing me
behavior
for?
and his decline in performance would cause his draft stock to plummet, exacerbated by his abysmal combine performance.
Twin. He had him wrapped up. That .5 tackle matter that much?
And failed drug test. Burfict would suffer one of the biggest draft falls in NFL history.
Oh, he failed a drug test? Damn. Probably was what, 3rd round pick, 4th round pick?
The 2012 NFL Draft is officially open.
Draft stock of Arizona State middle line.
Damn! And I thought they was doing Shador crazy. Undrafted? I know I got character. I know my issue is the character. He's an issued character. But this is crazy. I drafted. He couldn't go 7th round.
Backer Vontez Burfict continues to plummet.
Because he had a ton of personal fouls in Arizona State, behavioral issues and all of the rest.
Because he was wildly reckless and dirty at Arizona State.
One of the most brutal and controversial careers in sports history had just begun.
Here's the thing. James Harrison went undrafted too. It's not like, oh yeah, bro, just because a nigga go undrafted, that means it's just crash out. It's crazy. he got a lot going on. I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot going on in this man's life.
Burfict's first year
That's
in
a
the
regular
league
hit, though.
would be defined by
Oh, is that one?
focus and tenacity.
I know that word.
However, Burfict could only control his aggression for so long before his killer instinct would take over.
What in the Brian Cushing am I watching? This nigga should have been on the Saints. He would have been with the hit squad, literally.
The beginning of Burfict's infamous reputation in the NFL
Actually, it was 2012. It's too late by then.
of the 2013 season.
Oh, yeah.
Facing the Green Bay Packers, Burfict would commit 2 penalties that would lay the foundation for his controversial career. During a PAT that would put the Packers up by 16, Burfict would get in an altercation with Packers tight end Ryan Taylor.
Vontez Burfict got.
What, he slapped that
During a
nigga?
PAT
Look.
that would put the Packers up by 16,
Headbutt.
Burfict
Like, bro, what you got going?
would get in an
Bro, get off me. Slap his ass.
altercation with Packers
Another one. Hey, then his man threw his ass.
tight end Ryan Taylor.
Vontez
Then he
Burfict
flopped when the
got
lineman
knocked
took
down at the end of the extra point, and then watch 55 come in. It's subtle, but he
always punch him in the nuts.
Gives a cheap shot below the belt to Ryan Taylor.
A shoving match that would be met by a strike to Taylor's groin. An incident that would result in a $10,000 fine.
Hell yeah, it's a physical game, bro. Burfict answers when asked if he behaves that way on the field. I can't talk about it now because I'm still in it. I'd be telling on myself right now. Is this thing okay? What?
But Burfict was not done.
He only got fined $10,000 for a nut
As Jim
shot.
Jones caught a ball
Draymond
over the
Green.
middle, Burfict would deliver a brutal hit, drawing a $21,000 fine. $31,000. As James Jones caught a ball over
Like the first hit, angle of that hit didn't even look that bad.
the middle, Burfict
That nigga defenseless. But the middle, bro, it's the middle of the field. That's where you meet danger. What are we doing? But this is good. This one's a little crazy.
delivered a brutal hit, drawing a $21,000 fine. $31,000 on the day.
Yeah, helmet
In
to
week
helmet.
6, Burfict would be
Like, if you would just aim his head a little bit lower, but like, bro, just hit the nigga's shoulder, bro. Hit it, chest it, hit his shoulder, bro. You trying to go straight for the head.
fined
Like, damn.
$7,875 for a violent face mask penalty against Bills running back Fred Jackson. In
But he
week
tried to
8
break
against the New
Fred
York
Jackson neck.
Jets, Burfict would strike receiver Stephen Hill with the crown of his helmet.
Here's a second and 21. Stephen Hill.
He would be fined $21,000.
That's when he was already hit. He was already hit. Oh my God. You know it's another human in that jersey, right? What the
Right there.
In week 10, Burfict would be flagged for a late hit on quarterback Joe Flacco. In week 16,
That one is like, bitch, you should have dove. So Flacco, you probably run with a 5-5 40 game, like 34 at the time. Why the f is you running? Throw that damn ball away.
he would be flagged for a late hit on the QB. In week 17, Burfict would be flagged for unnecessary roughness. At the end of the 2013 season, he would be flagged for a late hit.
At least he ain't head-to-head that man. But he was already sliding, so yeah, that's just a late hit. Crazy late hit.
On the QB. In week 7.
Oh, he just hit Buddy for no reason. Like, damn, he was nowhere near the ball.
17, Burfict would be flagged for unnecessary roughness.
He already got packed up and was nowhere near the ball, still got hit.
At the end of the 2013 season, Vontez Burfict would lead the league in tackles.
Good pick. Jesus.
Player, explosive, great deal of violence in his game.
Whether or not football violence is laudable or
however, he does play out of control a lot of the time.
Burfict's 2014 season would be defined by brutality and damage.
Earlier he gets dinged, and now I think it's about time to take the helmet away and shut
His
it down.
hyper-aggressive play style often had self-destructive consequences.
But it's very dangerous for
damn, this nigga trying to break Andrew Luck's
But in week
hand.
6 of the NFL season, he would return with a vengeance in what would become one of the most violent games of his career.
Well, I feel like this is the AB game. It's not, but it's hilarious. Because I think he about to hit Greg Olsen crazy. Crazy.
In the second quarter, Burfict would deliver a vicious shot on receiver Kelvin Benjamin in what would become one of the most violent games of his career.
Bro, he's just launching his body at niggas. That's horrible. Also, I need Ryan Clark film after this. Please and thank you.
In the second quarter, Burfict would deliver a vicious shot on receiver Kelvin
It just
Benjamin,
it don't look as bad because Kelvin's 6'5", right?
knocking him out of the game. Burfict had gotten an early start after a late hit on QB Cam Newton in the first quarter, but Burfict's aggressive plays would pale in comparison to what would occur later that game. During a QB run, Burfict would tackle Cam Newton near the goal line,
Good touchdown,
resulting
Cam.
in a touchdown. But as Cam Newton lay on the turf, Burfict would
He's trying to
grab
hold his leg,
his
right?
ankles and twist them.
Look.
Burfict would be fined 12.
And it would have been at that point, nigga. It would have been at that point. That boy would have got jumped. Are you trying to injure the MVP? Oh, I don't think he was injured. Are you trying to injure the face of our team? Where's his lineman at? Go stomp on this nigga.
$1,500 for the play. Later that game, Panthers tight end Greg Olsen would make his way to the end zone and be tackled by Burfict near the goal line.
This shit G-Reg? Oh, God.
Resulting in another Panther touchdown.
Damn, he just trying to...
Burfict would aggressively place Olsen in a leg lock.
Bro, this is not wrestling, you dickhead. What is wrong with this?
Causing Olsen to grab at his ankle. An ankle he had previously injured.
Instances like that are so clearly premeditated, punishment needs to go beyond a fine, or I think the guys like that don't learn from that stuff. He's been fined 100 times for headhunting, and he did it to Kelvin again. It's just what he is.
See, I don't like alligator tackle because they when I did it, they said it was dirty.
And at some point, if the NFL wants to really say they care about guys' safety, they got to start putting guys out for weeks because, me and Cam were lucky we weren't out for weeks, or Kelvin's out for weeks.
Facts.
Everything you did was dirty.
And who the hell is that? That better not be Vontez. That could be Vontez, nigga. But I don't think it is. It's like when I did the alligator tackle, they said it was dirty. Pitch it was. Like, what are we doing?
Dirty. What the hell are you talking about?
I don't care if they came with a bum ankle. I mean, that's your fault if you want to play. And if you get tackled a certain way, that's your fault. Basically saying, don't let me touch you. I'm going to do what I want when I want. Don't let me touch you. That nigga moving like a gangster. It's just like, brother, these are human beings. So now, if you see, this is the thing though. Like, what is the recourse for a middle linebacker doing dirty shit? It's like, unless he's rushing the quarterback, then the old lineman hit him with some crazy. What can you really do?
The Bengals and Steelers have ruled the AFC North roost for quite some time. Their shared success breeds genuine dislike between these two teams.
This is where the criticism comes into play with the Cincinnati Bengals and harnessing your emotions.
As a shoving match already occurred during pregame warmups.
They have a chat. Burfict gets in his face.
Things got so ugly during their last meeting that the league levied nearly $150,000 in fines.
Steelers was like, they were like bullets in Cincinnati.
Yeah, they was.
Me and Pack wasn't going for that.
Pick up Vontez Burfict standing over Bell. Le'Veon Bell got injured against Cincinnati when he took a shot to the knee. We know what happened in the wild card game when Brown got knocked out by.
But a nigga literally holding on me, bro, and then adjusted his knee to where I'm running at, bro. Of course, I can't keep stability.
Perfect.
Because we ain't scared of them.
I think that he
This whole ass
definitely
off
was
me.
diving in low and going for my leg.
I didn't hit people after the play all the time, Skills. Just the Steelers. Fuck the Steelers.
I concur. I concur. It's just a whole lot of blah, 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 blah. The Steelers this, the Steelers that. But your niggas suck. But your nigga done suck for about 30 years. Pack it up. Pack it up.
Lead on the Bengals. Shot.
After a reception by Steelers running back Le'Veon Bell, Burfict would tackle Bell near the first
Is that gruesome? What the hell?
yard marker. Bell's leg
That's
would
when
get
they injured him.
trapped underneath Burfict's body, tearing Bell's knee and ending his season. In Burfict's second showing against Pittsburgh,
Kind of messed up his career a little bit too. I mean, look, Le'Veon was still a dog after injuries like that. With aging, and then you're a running back who's getting hella usage, gonna shorten your career.
Burfict would be fined on 3 separate plays. Late in the first quarter, as QB Ben Roethlisberger went back to pass, Burfict would launch at his ankles, being fined $22,800 for the play. Then late in the fourth quarter, Burfict would get into an altercation with Steelers fullback Roosevelt Nix.
About the 3.
Dang! I thought low man wins, nigga. Not when you getting pushed over people. Not when you not stuck in your stance. This nigga just got thrown though.
Dollars for the play. Then late in the fourth quarter, Burfict would get into an altercation with Steelers fullback Roosevelt Nix.
Look. I see. He had a better base. He might just be stronger than him too, but yeah, he definitely had a better base. And then there's somebody and there's people right there, so he about to trip it.
3.
Nothing you can do about it.
And a little extra pushing and shoving and penalty marker.
Burfict would be fined nearly $70,000 on the day. In Week 17 of the 2015 NFL season, Burfict would be fined $50,000
No
for a
cap.
hit on Ravens tight end Max
Killed his
Williams.
ass.
Week
You see
17
the
of the
play?
2015.
Bro, forget the illegal shit. Look at the touchdown.
And a little extra pushing and shoving and penalty marker.
Burfict would be fined nearly $70,000 on the day. In Week 17 of the 2015 NFL season, Burfict would be fined $50,000.
Brother, this man probably has $1 million worth of fines. He's diabolical.
For a hit on Ravens tight end Max Williams. However,
Why do I not remember Max Williams? Tell us Todd Heap at. I ain't seen Todd Heap name in so long.
the most controversial game of the 2015 season would occur later that same season and would include one of the most vicious and controversial plays in NFL history. The first controversial play would center around Burfict and Steelers center David DeCastro, an incident that would only fully come to light after a disturbing revelation by the center.
That his finger was broken?
In an interview, DeCastro revealed that during the altercation with Burfict had spat on the center, a play that mirrored an incident that occurred 18 years prior involving controversial linebacker Bill Romanowski and 49ers receiver J.J. Stokes.
Yeah, but allegedly Bill was a racist.
Luckily for Burfict, the incident would not get caught on tape for the world to see. The second play would occur late in the third quarter. As
What's up with y'all
Roethlisberger
spitting
went
on
back to pass, Burfict would sack the QB and drive him to the ground,
And then spit
tearing
on
his
him.
shoulder and temporarily knocking him out of the game.
Here's the thing about this. The game is the game. Football is a violent sport. Right? The game is the game. a lot of football people be like, yeah, bro, I took him out the game. And if you take them out the game, taking the quarterback out the game, you knocking that quarterback out the game, guess what that's going to do? It's going to help us win. It's messed up, but
However, this hit would pale in comparison to what would occur later that game. A play that would cement Burfict as one of the most hated and feared men in the league.
AB hit is
Steelers
just
receiver
dire.
Antonio
Wow.
Brown would attempt to catch a ball over the middle. Burfict would deliver a brutal shot straight to the head of
Like, gang, the passes already broke up.
Antonio Brown, knocking him out cold.
He almost knocked his teammate helmet off with that shit.
Right now tonight, one Steelers wide receiver is saying the Bengals tried to kill him.
Are you out before you even hit the turf?
Yeah. At some point,
Damn.
when does the league step in and say enough is enough?
Vontez Burfict has played like a thug for a long time. He tries to lay people out.
Because after a while, frankly,
it's a footballer.
I don't want to see this kind of player in my NFL.
You know, my coach was telling me I was smiling and talking to him like they thought it was regular, but I didn't recall any of it.
Hold on, bro. Why that whole ass nigga touching this man? No. Like, bro, don't touch me, bro. You just try to put me in. You try to send a nigga to Valhalla, bro. Like, we can't keep doing
What
this.
portion of the result do you put on yourself and some of your actions in the game?
12%.
Honestly, just
12%.
What would you say to Burfict?
He's an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a history of this.
Well, he's clearly an idiot. His brain's more fried than yours.
Yeah.
I play hard. Sometimes it gets me in trouble. My style of play is aggressive, and it's changed, and I have to change with it. And that play right there, I think if I wasn't number 55, I wouldn't have got flagged.
Twin. The play was broken up, twin. Where's the accountability? The play was broken up. Like, there was no chance AB was catching that. Don't get me wrong, AB got hands. But there's no way he's catching that one. The play was broken up. You just said, man, I'm about to delete this. Let me hit that button on his ass.
Flag does come in. Went to the head.
That was not a shoulder, brother.
Vontez Burfict will miss the first 3
He didn't
games
even try
of
to
the
throw his
season
shoulder.
for that hit. The 3-game ban will cost Burfict more than $500,000.
This man has at least $2.5 million in fines.
Lost salary.
The game had changed, but Burfict had not. The violent hits that were once celebrated were now quickly being outlawed. When
That's ridiculous. Nah, that one hit was ridiculous. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous.
the game had changed, but Burfict had not. The violent hits that were once
Jeez.
celebrated were now quickly being outlawed. When
Your
Dr.
last four
Benny
hits were
Lumalu
crazy.
discovered chronic traumatic encephalopathy in NFL players, a degenerative brain disease caused by repeated blows to the head, it forced the league to confront the cost of violence. The very collisions that made the game legendary were destroying its players. The NFL had introduced rule changes to help enforce player safety, but it wouldn't be until the 2010 era that the NFL would make its final push.
Final
Linebacker
push?
James
Yeah, that's a whole nother problem. So you saying making a final push, like, man, it should be a continual push. Like, who the fuck? Y'all cutting these niggas' life expectancy by half. Granted, they're getting rich, some of them.
Harrison of the Pittsburgh Steelers would be the first the NFL would make an example of. A player once celebrated for his aggressive and violent play was now the NFL's target. In 2010,
Was Debo dirty though? No. Harrison was just a dog. I can't. See, here's the thing. If y'all think Vontez Burfict was bad, nigga, Ryan Clark would have never gotten any money in the league because he would have always been paying fines. That nigga was putting bodies in bags.
Harrison was fined over $100,000. Next
Oh
in line
my God.
was Vontez Burfict. He entered a league that was moving away from violence while he embodied it. The landscape of the NFL was continuing to change rapidly. When Burfict entered the league, the game had changed dramatically.
Why didn't you get some other skills like, I don't know, covering the ball? Facts. Like, I ain't got to hit nobody no more. I just know where the play is and I can just break up the pass. No? You wasn't skilled enough for that? Didn't matter to you? That wasn't the essence of football to you? Well, probably a lot of questions.
Dramatically. The plays that used to be celebrated now made you a villain. But Burfict had no intention of changing how he played the game, and he would be punished for it.
That's a horse collar. Come on, man.
Comes out as he got taken down by Vontez Burfict.
What they say? If you look at inch or two inside, if he goes more on Bennett, that guy's out for the season or at least a longer period of time. Yeah, fact, because he tried to horse collar him, nigga. Try to fight through that. Your kneecap, my ankle, my neck, my bike.
In a Week 6 matchup against the New England Patriots, Burfict would deliver a cheap shot on tight end Vontez Bennett, an incident that would infuriate the Patriots team, especially Patriots tight end Rob Gronkowski, leading to 2 heated altercations later in the game.
Slow to get up, Burfict and Gronkowski.
And more conversation from Gronkowski.
Burfict again.
Miraculously, Burfict would avoid being fined by the league, but the same could not be said for what would occur later in the game. After a touchdown run by LeGarrette Blount,
Blount going airborne.
That's that.
Burfict would stomp on the running back, drawing a $70,000 fine. LeGarrette Blount.
Blount going airborne.
Oh shit!
Burfict would stomp on the running back, drawing a $70,000 fine. In Week 11 of the 2016 season, Burfict would be fined $12,000 for flipping off the stands after a 3-and-out by the Buffalo Bills. In the 2017 season, Burfict's notorious style of play would get an early start. In a preseason matchup between the Bengals and Chiefs, Burfict would deliver a cheap shot on Chiefs fullback Anthony Sherman, a hit that would lead to a 3-game suspension by the league and over $600,000 in salary lost. In a Week 7 matchup against the Steelers, Burfict would be fined over $12,000 for kicking Steelers fullback Roosevelt Nix. In Week 10, in a Week 7 matchup against the Steelers, Burfict would be fined over $12,000 for kicking Steelers fullback Roosevelt Nix. In
really kicked that nigga though.
Week 10, Burfict would commit 2 personal fouls. The first penalty would be for a late hit on Titans running back DeMarco Murray. The second would be for contact with an official, leading to the first ejection of his career. By this point in his career,
he didn't get ejected in college when he pushed that ref?
Hated player in the league, in large part due to his violent play against the Pittsburgh Steelers. However, something was coming for Burfict. Something he would never see coming. During a Week 13 matchup between the Bengals and Steelers, on a dump-off pass to Bell, Burfict would receive a vicious blindside block by Steelers receiver Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, Juju with all the bullshit. See what I'm saying?
On a dump-off pass to Bell, Burfict would receive a vicious blindside block by Steelers receiver Juju Smith-Schuster.
I'm not running no route swing. Mama!
To Bell, who got a big block from Smith-Schuster. Flattened Burfict, and here come flags from all
concussing Burfict and knocking him out of the game.
Are you a little more of a believer in karma now than
karma?
How would you describe that Juju Smith?
Hey, Juju, do it again, man. That's a champion right there, man. Real live champion right there, nigga. I know they be shitting on Juju. Sometimes I be like, ask Juju. Hey, man, stand up for your teammate.
He was obviously looking to put it on Burfict. You know, karma. Yeah, they target Burfict. They like to do something. Yeah.
I just think of Juju's block.
Yeah, I like that.
He had better hope that Vontez Burfict does not get healthy, because if Vontez,
brother, even if he does get healthy, I'm just gonna do it again. Hey, Ben, running play. Smack his ass.
Burfict gets healthy, they will meet again sometime in the future. And this is not a dude whose bad side you want to get on.
That's cute, bro.
Do the wrong things, you get
not personal between no one.
Could you imagine if Vontez Burfict gets Juju Smith-Schuster in his crosshairs and you sitting up there bragging like that and taunting like that? Lord have mercy, if Vontez Burfict ever gets an opportunity to get his hands on this dude, I'm sending my condolences in advance.
Yo, Stephen A. be glazing.
This just in, but the Bengals linebacker Vontez Burfict, who had been rumored to be traded to Oakland, is in the headlines for another reason. He is facing a 4-game suspension for violating the NFL's PED policy.
Vontez Burfict
had to be steroids. Ain't no way in hell you hit niggas like this without steroids. That's why we gotta investigate Ryan Clark too.
4-game suspension, a PED violation. He brings high effort. He gives this Bengals defense an edge. Sometimes it crosses the line.
Once again for Burfict, trouble began before the season had even started. Suspended 4 games for a failed drug test. A failed test, Burfict claims, was caused by the cheap shot he received the year prior. A claim that was met with heavy skepticism by the media and the league. However, Burfict's 2018 season would be defined by his controversial revenge game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first game since he had been viciously knocked out. In one of Burfict's most controversial
put that nigga in that seatbelt
plays, he would deliver a brutal hit on Antonio Brown, one that echoed the hit made on.
Man, that shit. Out of all the hits he didn't deliver, that was one of the weaker hits. I'm sorry. It was like low impact. He wasn't even running that fast towards him. He's just like, oh, let me frame this up.
Brown during the 2015 wildcard game. Immediately after the play, Burfict would point at Smith-Schuster saying, "You're next." This was personal. Burfict would be fined $112,000 for the hit on Antonio Brown and a helmet-to-helmet hit on running back James Conner. However, Burfict's most vicious hit of the year would occur in Week 13 of the season on fullback Andy Janovich, being fined over $53,000 for the hit. When Vontez Burfict's tire would occur in Week 13 of the season on fullback Andy Janovich, being fined over $53,000 for the hit. When Vontez Burfict's time in Cincinnati came to an end, he had racked up nearly $4 million.
Oh my God, this nigga wasted $4 million. Oh $4 million in fines,
over 20 personal foul penalties, and missed over 10 games from suspensions alone. Many questioned what team would sign such a controversial player.
The Raiders.
Coach Zach Taylor said the move would give both Burfict and the team a fresh start.
I know people would be like, they're all, man, it's...
Bro, the Raiders assign anybody, on God. Sign AB for no reason.
It's good when he's on your team, and it's bad when he's on the opposition. No, it's not. We're trying to outrule. We're trying to take this out of pro football.
No, nigga. The nigga gonna get too many fines, and we're not gonna be able to win games because every goddamn... Not fines. Every damn hit is a penalty for this nigga.
The 28-year-old linebacker has missed 18 games over the last 3 seasons, including suspensions.
But that dude right there, those hits right there could have ended my career.
The NFL Network.
He signed for a 1-year, $5 million deal. Just enough to be like, yeah, I made even with the money I gave back to
you. Is reporting that he has a scheduled visit with who? The Raiders.
No! Man, if a dude hit me like that and I happen to get up from it, man, but I swear on everything that means something to me in this earth, me and that dude gonna have a problem, and we're gonna never be able to be in the same locker room.
Same locker room? We talking about same locker room game. We can't be on the same planet. We can't be on the same state, because if we in the same state...
He cannot control himself. That's what makes him so dangerous.
No, he ain't gonna be no teammate of mine. And if they had signed him, I'd be in the front office today telling him the same thing. And if he want to have a conversation with me, I'll be telling him to his face.
But within just 4 weeks, a play would occur that would force the NFL to end his career. Burfict would deliver a helmet-to-helmet hit on Colts tight end Jack Doyle. Flags were thrown, but something was wrong. As the game resumed, the game once again stopped. The play was under review, leading to Burfict being ejected from the game. In that moment, a career built on violence would finally
He's smiling and shit though, like, bro, jeez. That diabolical.
watched the Colts game Sunday, you remember this head-to-head hit on tight end Jack Doyle. The player behind that hit, Oakland Raiders linebacker Vontez Burfict, was kicked out of the game. Today, the NFL handed down a much harsher punishment. The league has suspended Burfict for the rest of the season.
Like, brother, he's already down. Why are you doing this? You could have just tapped him. His knee is on the ground. You could have touched him.
Perfect suspension, he would go unsigned. His controversial nature, the continued suspensions, made him a risky choice for any team to sign. His violent career was finally over.
Rightfully so. Now he crashing out.
On December 5th, 2020, Burfict and a friend were in Las Vegas looking for a hidden pizza restaurant in the area when they noted they were being followed by security. Upon noticing this, Burfict decided to confront the guards, a scene that quickly escalated and became physical. Burfict was detained by the guards, and the police soon arrived.
Hey, you're trying to give out a little radio traffic?
I gotta go back there to...
Oh, he's saying, can I get up, please? I thought that nigga said downstairs.
Half a dozen people, and eventually placed in handcuffs. He sounded so upset over the tightness of the cuffs. He moaned in apparent pain and yelled, "I can't breathe." He began to cry, all while begging cops to loosen his cuffs.
You gonna get a different one on there? Yeah, I need to put this on.
I sound like a dog.
He was ultimately charged with 1 count of misdemeanor battery and was released on a $1,000 bond.
Another fine.
Now, Vontez, people tell me that you are a very shy, quiet, unassuming young man away from the field.
Yeah, I am a shy guy off the field, you know.
Last year, I was like, man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it, man. But I was like, man, my mom told me don't put my head down, so I was like, all right.
Didn't have much, but my mom worked 3-4 jobs and made sure I had clothes on my back. You know, my grades was good. She made sure everything was good. So I just see my mom grinding, having 3-4 jobs. It's like, man, hold on, man, I gotta make sure I make it.
And then the helmet and shoulder pads come on, and it's like we flick a switch, and you're a madman.
Vontez Burfict is an unbelievable talent. However, he does play out of control a lot of the time.
Holding Stanford's offense in check, but he couldn't hold himself in check. He cannot control himself. That's what makes him so dangerous.
He was suspended not just for what happened in that Pittsburgh playoff game, but it was for repeated violations of the NFL safety rules.
A lot of people say that, oh, he's a dirty player, he does this, he does that. And there's a fine line in football, and I think that I'm right at that line.
Le'Veon Bell got
Tez, you trying to put niggas on stretchers, gang. Like, it get to a point. It did get to a point. No, we cannot keep, no. Look, man. You might think it's a fine line, but nigga, I think the line is blurred for you. I don't know what to tell you.
Injured against Cincinnati when he took a shot to the knee.
When you see a pattern going on like this, you talk to the Bengals, they defend Burfict. They talk about how he's learned his lesson, he's changed, and he's matured. But then you see what happened last week. He obviously is not getting the message. At some point, you got to draw your line in the sand and say this is not acceptable anymore.
From a shy boy to one of the most feared men in the NFL, a man who played with pure emotion but little discipline. To some, he was the NFL's villain. To others, the last remnant of a brutal era. But by the time Vontez Burfict stepped onto an NFL field, the league had already decided those days were over. Every hit, every fine, every suspension was another battle in a war with the NFL.
Which is crazy, because if he was in the 90s, he probably would have had like a 15-year career. 15 years of that, nigga.
And the numbers told the story. 15 suspensions with over $4 million in fines. And one final blow, a season-long suspension that would exile him from the league for good. When Vontez Burfict walked off that field in 2019, so did the last fragment of the NFL's violent past.
Ooh, that was a good ad video. I did not know Tez got kicked out of the league. I thought he just retired. I mean, you know, the NFL is not for long. So as long as you playing like you playing, there's no way you last more than 7 years doing that. 5 years doing that. I'm surprised he didn't get injured doing all that. That's the end of the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video, share your thoughts on the video in the comment section below. Hit the notification bell so you can stay updated when I drop videos on this channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Stay safe, y'all. Damn, Tez, like, are you gave up $4 million because you just want to hit niggas?
Baby, slide by to my mind.